All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of Down South Up North. Hope you guys are having a good Wednesday. Man, got an awesome show for y'all today. Me and Matt were talking just before we hit the record, and Matt's a little fired up today. But Matt, how we doing?
I'm not doing very good. I'm not doing very good today. It's a terrible Wednesday. I'm very upset with recent news that came out and pissed off.
Yeah, man, I could tell. So let's waste no time and get straight into the athletic alert. All right, Matt, I'm going to set the table for you, and then I'm just going to let you just run free for the entire segment. So let's go back in time. Let's go to before the 2023 college football season. Michigan's head coach, John Harbaugh, he gets suspended 3 games for breaking the COVID-19 dead recruiting period. I've read a bunch of stuff. He was hosting players in the big house. He was showing them around campus, doing all the recruiting shebang stuff, and that was illegal. So you can't do that. So he gets 3 games. Bang, misses the first 3. Then halfway through the season, a bombshell drops that Connor Stalions, a offensive analyst, I think, for the Wolverines, he's caught at a Central Michigan game wearing a disguise, stealing Central Michigan's plays. He comes back to the big house. He relays the message to John Harbaugh, Sharon Moore, the whole coaching staff. And he just lays it on him. He's like, hey, when they do this signal, this is what play they're running, blah, 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 blah. And everyone's freaking out. They're like, dude, that is just flat out cheating. That's cheating. And the NCAA is like, oh, well, what's going on? Huh? Oh, Harbaugh, bad. Cheating's bad. Here's 3 games. You missed 6 on the year. That's the most I could do. And conveniently enough, he comes back for the Big Ten title game and comes back for the college football playoff. And then today, the NCAA issues another suspension for John Harbaugh, or Jim, sorry. I've been saying John the whole time. Jim. But, Matt, take it from here.
Yeah, so today they come out and they give Jim Harbaugh, who is now an NFL coach of the Los Angeles Chargers, by the way, a show cause order with a 1-year suspension if he were to return to college football.
Which he's not!
And obviously, a 4-year show cause order, for those of you who don't understand, that's a court order that gives the individual the opportunity to try and prove themselves otherwise. And Kyle, we watched a video before this just to rack some information up. And Jim Harbaugh says, oh, I was raised in a house. And look, he grew up in a football house. His whole family bleeds football. I get it. It's a competitive nature. He's a great head coach. I'm not despising that at all. But the bottom line is he comes out and he says, I was raised to be, not lie, not cheat, not do this, that, and the other. And to apologize when things go wrong. And then his next sentence, the next words that come out of his mouth is that I'm not apologizing today. I didn't know about it. You didn't know about it? You're the head football coach at a D1 university, one of the top 5 college football programs in the United States. And they've been the top 5 since he's been there. If not top 10, top 5, wherever you want to put them. They've been a great football program. And you're going to come out today, you said you have no fucking clue what any of your guys were doing behind your back? You are the leader of the football team.
You are running the football program. It's so funny to me. I mean, I told you before we started recording, and, ESPN and Bleacher Report and all these big media companies were posting this stuff, and I was checking the comments to see what people are saying, and the best comment I saw is, this is like blocking your ex after she's already blocked you. Like, nothing is getting accomplished. Yeah, the NCAA is like, hey, Jim, if you come back, you're getting the hammer, dude. So don't come back.
Kyle, it's all scripted, okay?
Why would he come back? He just signed a $80 million contract to coach for the Chargers. Why? You should have done this right when the news broke. Like, NCAA, really think about this. Really think about it. This is the last thing I'm going to say, and then I'll let Matt take it from here because you're an Ohio State fan, so it hits closer to home. But why would you – it has to be scripted. Why would you just, right when this drops, you really think Connor Stalions gets all that information of these teams and gets their play calls, and he comes back to the big house and tells Jim and Coach Moore and all these other guys, like, you don't think he's telling them? You really don't think Connor Stalions is telling the whole coaching staff at Michigan, when you see those cards fly up on their sideline, that is what they are running. He's talking to the defensive coordinator. He's talking to the offense. He's talking to the head coach. He's talking to everybody. But you decide after Jim is long gone, bro, he hasn't been the coach of Michigan for 6 months. 7 months. The college football national championship game is in January, dude. And then now you want to punish him? It's got to be scripted. It has to be. Like, it's so stupid, dude. This is so.
Oh, it's outrageous. I mean, you're telling me for something he did in the year of 2020, right? 2020, 2021, whatever you want to call it, just now gets brought up at the beginning of the 2020, like literally not even this time last year. Like September of last year, maybe, is when they made the announcement. You get 3 games. The story progresses. More things come out. Everybody's trying to get them caught because that's what you do. Like, look, if I'm getting cheated against, I'm going to go to the authorities. It's how the NCAA works, people. Then you're gonna magically give him 6 games. The 6 remaining, Michigan's going to make the playoff. They're at the very least they're going to make the Big Ten championship. Okay, you're going to give him the last 6 games of the season, knowing they're going to make it into the postseason. Why? Why not wait 1 or 2 more games, gather up more evidence that you already have, and get him suspended for those games in the playoffs? This team went 15-0, and they won 9 without him. But
yeah, and he's there for the biggest games. The first 3 games of the season aren't going to be the biggest.
No, and quite honestly with you, they don't really mean shit.
Yeah, they don't mean anything. And the last 3, having Jim for the game, like Ohio State versus Michigan, that's probably the biggest rivalry in college football. Not having your head coach for that, that's huge, but it doesn't compare to the Big Ten title game. It doesn't compare to the college football playoffs. It doesn't compare, dude. Like, it more that I read, like, I got an article pulled up right now and I'm reading it and I'm just seeing all this stuff. Like, the more I'm reading, the more I'm convinced that this is scripted. Like, nothing got accomplished here. You should have just
literally nothing did. Because look, the story continues, right? They win, they go 15-0. A month later, he's gone. He's in L.A. And we talked about this back in April. About the news that came out then. And then now, ironically, he signed a 5-year contract to be the head coach of the Los Angeles Chargers. That's weird. 5 years? And then what is this one? A 1-year suspension with a 4-year show cause order? I mean, that's 5 years. So unless something goes south in Los Angeles, with Justin Herbert as your quarterback, your dream guy, if you're Jim Harbaugh, I mean, it was circling around like this whole time. To me, this was an escape plan for Jim Harbaugh to avoid the trouble that he should have been into. Michigan, if I'm the NCAA, give him the fucking death penalty. And don't kill all of them, but the death penalty is to lose out of all college eligibility the following year. That is what they deserve. Because you're not punishing Michigan here. You're punishing Jim Harbaugh, who by the way, he didn't know anything. He didn't know anything that was going on within his own walls. You said it, dude. Absolutely nothing accomplished today. It was the dumbest sports headline I probably read in some time. I mean, I'm at a loss of words. You give him a 1-year suspension where he can't coach college football. But 7 months ago, he signed a 5-year contract to become an NFL head coach. I don't know, dude. Like my mind is all over the place with this one. Right here, he would be, right? Keyword would be banned from all team-related activities, including practice, travel, video study, recruiting, and team meetings at any school that employed him through that date. Clearly, he didn't have any offers from any other schools because A, why would you leave a team that just won the national championship and went 15-0? And B, like, how would you convince him to leave? I don't know. I'm not making a lot of sense right now. It's nothing. Like, this means nothing. This means absolutely nothing, and it is just it's garbage. It's garbage. I mean, the NCAA is just garbage, dude. I mean, in all sports, but like, really? Like what? How does this make me more informed? Seeing that a guy who's now in the NFL, I mean, he's basically untouchable. Jim Harbaugh is untouchable in the NFL. And this news that came out today means absolutely nothing. And Michigan gets to walk hands-free because of that bullshit. I don't know.
Giving them the death penalty, that made me crack up. But yeah, dude, like, what got accomplished today? Releasing this. It's like, you know when someone sends a really long text and you really don't feel like reading it, so you just say, hey, dude, I'm either really happy for you or I'm sorry that happened. That's this. Like, nothing got accomplished. Why would Jim Harbaugh come back to college football? Why? He doesn't need to. Yeah. When he won the national championship, you go 15-0. You don't want to potentially. I mean, dude, Big Ten, like, dude, you're Michigan. Like, you have. I mean, Blake Corum's gone, but you got Donovan Edwards. You have a great defense. You lost your quarterback, but I'm sure you got Alex Orji. Like, you have a good football team still. Why not try to win back-to-back national championships? As of now. Shout out my dogs, Georgia Bulldogs. They're the only team in the college football playoff era to win back-to-back. Why not try to do it again? Why not? You went 15-0. But instead, he's
because
like,
he knew they were going to do this.
100%. And him in that press conference with the Chargers, and he was like, I was raised in a house where we did not cheat, steal, blah, blah, blah. He goes, when you stumble, you know, and you make a mistake, you apologize and you move on. But today, I do not come here to apologize. It's like, all right, dude. Like, holy shit, man. You knew what was going on 100%. It like, nothing got accomplished today. And you're right. This is one of the this is a stupid article. Why was this released? Nothing got accomplished today. Nothing. So it's what? Hey, this is what could have happened if Jim didn't leave. There's no such thing as could have, would have, should have's in sports. It's like there's no fucking such thing. So moving forward, dude, let's just get straight into the gaming exchange. All right, moving forward from that, because we talked about that for a minute.
Yep.
Guys, today we're not talking about college football or Madden.
Wow.
Because we have been absolutely beating a dead horse. Today, we're talking about our favorite sports video game of all time. Matt, I'll let you go first.
All right, Kyle. I told you to beware of this one, but we're doing sports video games, so I'm going to go back to 8 years ago. It was a special game, and even though I hated the cover athlete at the time, it was a very fun game. Madden 16 was my favorite game. Odell Beckham Jr. on the cover. That was my first year playing Ultimate Team. So that's definitely why it's my favorite. You know, it was the first time. It was before Madden was like copy and paste like it is now. I believe that year was the birth of the aggressive catch that we all know and love,
Yeah.
and lots of new features in that game. Like the design of the game was a lot better. The graphics looked a lot better. Challenges and everything was being upgraded throughout, and that was definitely the time I started watching YouTube a lot too. A lot of big guys, Toke Nasty, TD Presence, Lost and Unbound when he was actually relevant still. But yeah, I mean overall, I like that. That was probably, I think Madden 17 was probably my last like actually enjoying the game and trying to get my money's worth. But Madden 16 was a very fun year. I thoroughly enjoyed everything about that game, and I probably complained the least about a Madden game in that one, which sucks because it was like one of the only good Maddens they've released in the last 10 years. But yeah, Madden 16, a flashback for sure, but it was awesome.
Dude, Madden 16, good pull, dude. I was also really big into Ultimate Team. I got into Ultimate Team Madden 25. So I had like 2 years, 3 years of Ultimate Team under my belt at that time. But dude, Madden 16 was so much fun, dude. I absolutely love that game. So just some like notable cards, like dude, that Legends Donovan McNabb, love that card.
Yes,
That was my
sir.
quarterback for.
What, 95 overall?
Yeah, he was a 95. The Journey cards, like I remember there was a Zadarius Smith. It was like some random program. If you put him at like left and or right end, he had like 88 speed or something as a defensive lineman, which was just insane at the time.
But
And
Kyle, you know what I really liked in that game? That I feel like they tried a little bit too hard in these newer ones. The card art. Like it was so simple, but it was
love the card art. In
like
Madden
it was a sight to see. The flashbacks, right? The flashback cards. I mean, it literally looked like the Flash. The Donovan McNabb, you know, it had the year that they talked about, right? Like the 1995 Donovan McNabb, 95 overall. Like it had with the Eagles, it was a green background. Like those cards, like they meant something.
Bro, that card art was sick, and the programs too. The
Yes.
like you had
Campus Legends was there or Campus Heroes?
Campus Legends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like the card art for that was it was the map of the United States, but whatever the college, like I remember I pulled a 98 Joe Hayden. It was Joe Hayden in a Browns jersey, but in the background you could see a dot on Gainesville, Florida
Right.
for where he played for the Gators. Like now they don't do that. They just have like the little logo at the bottom left or bottom right, and there's the card. But bro, like the drops were insane. Yeah, Campus Heroes was super sick. Flashbacks were super sick. The solo challenges, dude. Like I remember grinding Journey 3. It was like 72 solo challenges or something like that. And at the very end, you got like a 93 or 90 overall Amari Cooper who sold for like 40K. And then you got all the packs on top of that. Like,
Wasn't Journey 4 Odell? You got the 99 Odell or
Odell was the master.
okay, yeah. Okay, yeah.
I think 4 was. No, 3 might have been Vic Beasley and 4 might have been Amari. But
Wow,
I remember.
your boy Vic Beasley.
Yeah, where's he at now? I remember there was a Clinton Portis, 99 overall. Clinton Portis had the
Yeah.
flashback card art, but dude, that was a good game, dude. Can't hate about that. But my game, I'm sticking with baseball. This company absolutely sucks. It's made by 2K, but I'm gonna go with the Bigs 2. Did you ever
Wow.
have the pleasure of playing the Bigs 2?
Not the Big Stu, but I played the franchise.
Okay, the Bigs 2. This game had like a road to glory type game mode, but it was different. They took a different spin on it. So you make your character, you pick the team that you want to play for, but you start in Mexico. So you're like a huge stud, blah blah blah. You won an MVP, whatever, but you got a season-ending injury and you just fell into this huge slump. So you get sent down to Mexico, and you're playing in the Mexico League. So you got to play that game. Then you make your way back to the majors. You pick your team, whatever. You got to do like these mini games, like contact mini games or run the base mini game or all these little mini games. And then you play. Once you complete all those, you play the actual team. So you play all 30 MLB teams. So I think it's all-time teams as well, if I remember correctly. So if you play the Braves, like you have a chance, like you're going against Greg Maddux or whoever, but when you beat them, you get a chance to steal one of their players to put them on your team.
You play the current Braves team, or you played the all-time team?
I want to say current.
I was gonna say, bro, like you'd have a lot of power to choose from.
I want to say current.
Yeah, it had to be current.
But at this point in time in baseball history, there was a lot of steroids were being used. Yeah. So there was a lot of studs. But you play all 30 MLB teams, you steal a player, you build your lineup, and then you go to Cooperstown, and that's when you play the all-time teams. Like you go against Babe Ruth, you go against Willie Mays, you play them in Cooperstown, and then you beat the game. Like that game, I just have a lot of memories on it, and just getting into the gameplay. So you have a bar on the top left. So if you get a single, it's like 7,500 points. You get a double, it's 15,000. You get a home run, it's 10,000, whatever. If you fill your bar up all the way, you get a big blast. That means like everything goes slow motion, and the pitch just looks like a big beach ball coming in, and you could easily hit a home run.
Is that perfect?
Perfect. But then there's another bar. It's like that. It's like that much. If you fill up the whole 2 bars, you get a big slam, and that is it. Just speed runs. So say you have bases loaded, you rip the big slam. It goes by super fast. It's like, all right, first pitch, bang, you get a base hit. Second pitch, second batter, bang, base hit, base hit. Now you have bases loaded, and then that last pitch comes in super slow, and you hit a grand slam. So if you save up, that was the whole meta. It's like, all right, dude, got to save up for the big slam in like the 5th. Bam, you're down 1 or down 2. Bang, you get the big slam. Now you're up 2, 3, et cetera, et cetera. And then that translated to defense. Fill your bar up, you got big heat, which was just all your pitches are like 40 miles per hour faster. So super fun game. Played it on the Xbox 360. Yeah, dude, absolutely loved it. Super fun. OG. But guys, that's gonna do it for today's episode. Dude, only talked about 2 topics today, but dude, we're running like 20-ish minutes, so it was a good episode, dude. What'd you think about it?
It's good. I didn't enjoy everything we talked about, but I don't know. I don't know where we go from here with the NCAA. Maybe we should ban them from the show, because it's utterly ridiculous. Michigan just getting another pass, but it's okay. Ohio State will win the 2025 NCAA National Championship. Heard it here first on Down South Up North.
I don't know about all that, but guys, if you enjoyed today's episode, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Check out our social medias down in the description below. Hope you guys had a good Wednesday. We'll catch you Friday. Peace!